Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Hipsha and Abhijit Mulik. Today's date is 23rd of September 2021 and today's topic is discussion about JDK, JRE and JVM. Now let us discuss about it. If we talk about JDK is a Java development kit, JRE is a Java runtime environment, and the third one is the JVM, that is a Java virtual machine. If we talk about JVM, JVM is a as its name is discussed, it's a virtual machine, means it is physically not exist. If we talk about JDK contains both JRE and JVM, but JDK is also contains some of the development tools like compiler, interpreter, and some code generators, and some of the tools which is used for the development purpose. If we talk about the JRE is a Java runtime environment which provides environment for execution of the program. And in JRE contains JVM and some of the libraries which is used for the future purpose for execution of the program. And if we talk about the JVM is actually JVM contains the interpreter, and the interpreter written in the C language. Actually, if you talk about the interpreter is used for the line by line in execution of the program. That's all about the JVM. If you talk about the JVM is mainly divided into three subcategories. That is, first one is the class loader, second one is the memory areas, and third one is the execution engine. In JVM, there is a bytecode verifier which uses to check the all the that code written in C language, that is bytecode, that is the dot class file, checks all the parameters present in it and then verify it, and the program will be execution. Means for security purpose, the bytecode verifier will be used. If you talk about the JVM according to the execution process, the JVM is again divided into the two types, that is compile time and the runtime. If we talk about the compile time, in a compile time, firstly the code, the program is written in a language, and then that program will be compiled by the compiler, and then the bytecode will be generated, and that bytecode present in a dot class file. That's all about the compile time. And then in a runtime, that dot class file will be transferred to the class loader, and then from class loader to the interpreter, or that is the JIT after class loader it is transferred to the memory areas, in which for that dot class file the proper memory will be allocated in the memory areas, and then it is that dot class file will be transferred to the interpreter or JIT compiler for compilation process, and then the execution of the program will be done, and then the output is shown on the operating system or hardware. That's all about the JVM. That's all about the runtime, which is in a JVM process, in a JVM. And now we will discuss about the architecture of the JVM. Then JVM is again divided into the three types, that is class loader, as I discussed now, that is class loader, method areas, and the execution engine. If we talk about the class loader, then class loader is again divided into the three subcategories, that is the linking, verifying, and the initialization. If we talk about the linking, actually the class loader is divided into three types, that is the loading, linking, and the initialization. If you talk about the loading, that is loading contains again the three subcategories, that is bootstrap class loader, then extension class loader, and the third one is the application class loader. By using all that three, the dot class file will be loaded in the memory areas and give memory to that dot class file in the loading. And if you talk about the linking is again divided into three. The function of the linking is again divided into three types. First one is the verify, prepare, and resolve. In the verify, that dot class file parameter, each and every parameter will be checked, and the that dot class file will be executed in a linking. And if you talk about the prepare, the default value for the static class level data like static variable will be given, and in prepare there will be the symbolic value will be given for that variable. That symbolic name will be replaced by original name in the resolve. And if you talk about the initialization, the all the static block will be executed from top to bottom, and the all the original values given to the static variable. That's all done in the initialization. If you talk about the memory area, then memory area will be again divided into the some of the types, some of the categories according to its storage. First one is the method area, second one is the heap area, third one is the stack area, fourth one is the PC register, and last one is the native method area. If we talk about the first one, that is the method area, the method area is used to store the class level data like static variable. The heap area will be used to store object, arrays, and instance variable. And if we talk about the stack area, the stack area is used to store the local variable or the current running method. And if we talk about the PC register is used to store the next method attribute iteration, and the native method area is used to native method from program area. That's all about the method area. And let's talk about the execution engine. Actually, the execution engine will used also for the security purpose also, and execution engine uses native method libraries from the JNI. That is, JNI stands for the Java Native Interface. And also execution engine contains the both interpreter and JIT compiler. But as I discussed now, the interpreter executes the program line by line. That's all about the architecture of the JVM. That's all about the JDK, JRE, and JVM. Thank you.